Okay, so it's time for What's Up and About, and
what an amazing morning we've had already.
a very amazing morning, to be honest.
Very amazing morning.
And you know, you just never know how much you rely on a platform until it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
I won't say what happened to me personally, but apparently yesterday, there were 4 major platforms that went down for a particular period of time, and it got everybody thinking. And I say platforms, I'm talking X, ChatGPT, Zoom, and Canva. For a period of time, all went down at the same time because of their link to Cloudflare. So do you know what Cloudflare, Cloudflare is that very annoying page that comes up and they'll say if they want to verify if you're human. That's when you see that Cloudflare logo pop up.
Yes.
Right? And apparently because of their link to that particular system, all of them went down.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, Zoom, that means your meetings can't happen. X, that means you can't share information on the go. News platforms would have needed that. Obviously, everybody is using ChatGPT in one way or the other now. And then the one that probably made a lot of people cry was Canva. Because people even use Canva to design everything from proposals to thumbnails for their videos on YouTube. We're relying on all these platforms so much that when they're not there, what do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do, Winnie?
So in the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, my sister corrected me about that. It's like 5 million times. Anyways, at the end of the day, I think it just shows us and opens our eyes to see how reliant and dependent we are on these platforms. And now I know it's easy. People say, "Oh yeah, I mean, get your business." I remember the other time we've had Instagram shut down as well. We've had, I mean, even WhatsApp at some points just have some issues. And they'll say, "Okay, fine, get your businesses off these apps. At least, even if you are so dependent on social media or online, also find a way to also have a physical running system. So if anything happens there, you can actually rely back on that." And the truth is, yes, I feel. You know how we're having the advent of AI, all of that is entering in, and people are like, oh, people are going to be losing their jobs. But there will be those little few times where things like this will happen, and then the jobs that you think have gone will definitely have to come back. But then again, there's still a, should I say, conspiracy theory now of how all of this is control, right? Because for some reason, they are linking. X is linked to this one, and is linked to Instagram, is linked to Facebook, is linked everywhere. Do you understand? And like, okay, all this information. I mean, recently, WhatsApp as well, they dropped new policies and all of that, literally. So it's just a lot that is going on, and everything is moving and happening so fast. But then again, we are busy living our lives, being engaged on these platforms. Why, according to people, there are people in the back end working things out, running things. And
it's scary though, when you think about it.
It is.
Because like right now, if, God forbid, my Instagram page was down, I'd be like, okay, so the conversation we're having right now, where am I going to post it? And then I remembered, oh, yes, I'm very active on LinkedIn, I'm very active. I used to be very active on TikTok, Like, okay, someone suggested in the makeup room, oh, just go back to TikTok and start using TikTok. Like, why are you still using Instagram? I'm like,
yes,
there's
actually,
a lot of people that are evolving.
So I was going to go live when I was doing the, so I think we cannot deny the fact that social media and being online is now very much integrated into our lives. Even we here, I mean, after the show, what do we do? Content, come and take my picture. Even from the show, we're cutting this one, we're posting on social media because it is now a thing. More people are online rather than, I mean, in their homes watching TV and watching things like that. Do you get? So we need to also identify that, and we need to also be dependent on, I mean, numerous platforms and all that. I mean, if your Instagram gets shut down, you can't just be trapped there. So I was gonna say, so I was literally going live when I was doing the kitchen, and I was on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, okay. And our Chef SND, by the way, who happens to be a TikTok guru, is like, why not do TikTok instead? And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's true, because nowadays, TikTok happens to, I mean, it's easier to even grow following there.
Yes, of course.
It is easier.
Followership on TikTok is a lot faster.
And it's fun,
and then the algorithm is a lot more friendly, I have to say.
Because Instagram is like...
Instagram. I've also learned quite a lot about trying to compartmentalize my own mental health in terms of being acknowledged or being noticed online.
Yes.
I've sort of had to remove it from my mind, like, okay, nobody's going to see this. It doesn't actually matter, really, if they don't see, because I'm not actually, so if I had a product to sell, like maybe a wig, yes, then I get it.
Yeah.
That is like my shelf. That's my show glass, right, for my products. But if it's for my personality, that I need to be more careful with how I consider people viewing me as a
that
person.
and having an opinion about that.
Yes.
And yes, of course. But I mean, before we go on with you, let me pause you there. Chef, what do you think about this? I know you're very active on TikTok.
Yeah.
Now, think of the fact that, I mean, we had all these platforms, X, and
Instagram,
Zoom,
Zoom.
and all that shut down yesterday. I mean, talking from a business perspective, I'm sure you post a lot of things that you do online as well. I mean, how are you able to manage that? And what do you think about this generally?
That's how I had to play around this whole social media. I don't have to be tied down to one part.
Okay.
Because recently my Instagram got down.
Oh, yes.
I could see
I
could see it, but I don't have access to it.
Wow.
The other person doesn't have access to it as well, so she's just there, just blank. You know, I can't recover it. Just there. So I couldn't just keep sitting there. I went to other social media platform. I have the Facebook, I have the TikTok, I have the LinkedIn. So just keep moving till I've been able to figure out how I can go about this.
Okay, now talking about literally being so dependent on these platforms, do you have a system that works outside social media, just in case something happens and they just wipe everything together with all the data?
I would have said yes. I would have said yes, but honestly speaking, social media has taken over everything. Let's be frank. Social media has taken over everything. Now, if she wants something, she knows you sell, but she think about you, she think about her phone first. Think about the social media first, Instagram, she search. And I'm like, oh, sorry, you sell. Oh, I already ordered.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
I already ordered.
So you would probably go online to order before even your person.
The person. So, and that's caused a lot of rift until people started understanding that your phone has taken more better of you than.
So that's also talking about like constantly putting images and putting photos and putting posts out there so people you stay fresh in people's minds. So that's why the craze of posting. Speaking about putting things out there so that you stay fresh in people's minds, we have the conference or the panel session is happening with our music queens recently. So you have more details on that.
Oh, goodness.
So what's happening?
Yeah, so for those that have been living under a rock, Entertainment Week is about to begin. Well, I think it begins today.
Yes.
And Entertainment Week has a panel session with some of the most powerful female artists, Nigerian female artists.
Never before seen.
So I'm talking Tiwa Savage, I'm talking Waje, Yemi Alade, King Madi, and Sasha P. And now, if you know what Sasha's been doing over the past decade or so, she's been so powerful in the back end of music.
Tenny is also on the flyer.
Tenny is also on the flyer. Yes, I'm so sorry, I forgot Tenny. I didn't forget you, Mama. But I'm saying this hasn't happened before.
Yes.
I'm trying to imagine what the conversation is going to be like.
So I mean, I saw Tiwa's post of that flyer, and the caption was, if you're a female, you're trying to get into the industry, I don't know how to do it, join us at Echo Hotel at 9 a.m. this morning.
So they're trying to enlighten
and I
this.
love it, absolutely.
But it does feel like there's more to the conversation that should come in now.
Really? Our chef seems to be nodding. You agree with that?
Okay, so I know there have been quite a few good collaborations, female and male artists.
Yes.
We need a lot more
From the female
artists.
True.
You know, I would love to see some of the older generation with the younger generation of female artists now.
I think why this is actually really exciting for a lot of people is also considering the fact that, I mean, not too long ago there was a whole back and forth between Tiwa Savage and Yemi Alade talking about, Shay and Tiwa Savage, right? Talking about how Tiwa doesn't like having other females perform at when she's performing and all of that. But then again, it's good. I would say, I mean, that is in the past. This is something that is here. People have had to realize that, see, the new competition is collaboration. And you definitely need to literally come together as women, especially in these times, to literally put the music, African music and all of that on a platform.
Honestly, I can't wait to, watch that panel. I have to see it. I have to see it.
And I hope they don't hold back. I hope they go full ham.
Hopefully they do. Hopefully they see this message ahead of time. We'll be we'll be standing by for your thoughts as well. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Yes. All right. We have to go right about now. It's the top of the hour. We'll be back in a bit.